Hello, ladies and gentlemen out there. Axel Scratch here, and we're gonna do a little discussion. You know how I haven't uploaded on this channel for a very long time, so I'm gonna be doing some more stuff that has to do with My Little Pony, and more stuff that has to do with Dark 7, more stuff that's gonna do with the videos and all that other good stuff. I'm gonna have to find my old password. If I find it, I'll be able to upload this video. Alright. So I'm gonna be doing this thing that's gonna be like a react kind of thing, but not during, it's gonna be afterward. What is my reactions to different kinds of episodes of different kinds of TV shows? Well, considering that it's the 100th episode of MLP, season 5, episode 9, I believe, 100th episode of MLP's generation that we're in currently. I decided to do a look-see of it, and I have to say this is the one episode that got me really into the show after so long of feeling like this show has been dying down. The show has been doing quite well, and I can see why. The acting is still going strong, the story after even 5 seasons, they have some hit and misses there, but this one was spot on really well. And they had a good moral in the episode at the end that it's for writers as well as kids that are watching it alike. You have main characters. They're good. They're strong. They're the big focus. But the background characters need love too, you know. They are the background characters that are the ones that bring emphasis to your main characters, and without them, it's just like not that strong, not that important. What if like if in Lord of the Rings, it was only about Frodo? Like he was the only character in there, no one else was there, and it was just him and the villain. Would the story be good? No. Like would there be like an emptiness in there? Yes. It's because there's background characters, there's main characters that aren't as well, they are as important. They are as important as that. So what did this episode bring to the table? What did it show that the other ones didn't as much? It had more of an emphasis on the background characters of what happens in their life. Like what happens when they do all this other stuff. And that's what I found pretty interesting about this episode, is that it was emphasis on the background characters like Octavia, Final Scratch, or DJ Phone 3, whichever way you want to call her. And like they even got a gummy part of it that was like the best thing I ever saw, was the gummy part. I was like, wait a minute, are they going to switch over to somebody that was like behind Gummy, who was narrating this? But then he said something on a gator, and I was like, oh my gosh, Gummy actually like has a thought. Like he's not this like dumb alligator that licks his eye all the time, which he does after the monologue, which was funny. He's actually he's. I think they were trying to go for a Velociraptor reference with that, which when I heard it, I was like, there's no way they're doing a Velociraptor reference there. But if they weren't going for it, that was the best way of doing it. But yeah, an emphasis on, we get that Derpy, which now, because of the whole controversy, we still call her Derpy, but a lot of people call, actually, I haven't said the name in so long. Ditsy Do, there we go. They haven't said the name for so long, I kind of forgot her original screen name, but then they changed it to Derpy, and then that as a nod to the fans, but then some butthurt teachers or butthurt parents decided to say that was offensive, so they changed it back to Ditsy Do. But she's still our Derpy, so I'm happy for that. She gets to speak again, which I am happy for, though it is not the original voice they're using, and I understand why they're not. But the voice was pretty good for Derpy, and I like how many Doctor Who references were in there, as I am also a person that loves to watch Doctor Who. Doctor Whooves gets a lot of Doctor Who references in there. Octavia and Vinyl, the community basically thought that since they're the two polar opposites, basically one of them does all electronical and with the dubstep and all that is Vinyl, and the other one is more orchestrate. I think that's the word, orchestraic, or more focused towards the finer arts with theirs. With the cello is Octavia, and imagining those two living in the same house. Apparently, now we realize that they live mostly in they have their house in Ponyville. I originally thought that they lived in Canterlot because most of the times when we saw them, it was once in a while in Ponyville, but when we went over to Canterlot, you see them. So I thought they would, but apparently, yeah, they mostly live in Ponyville. I guess or they showed up in Ponyville more. I haven't noticed. I guess I should watch the old episodes over to see if I can find that headcanon of them living in Ponyville. But as I saw it for what this episode is, it was gigantic nod to the fans, and I could say it was like one of the best gigantic nods to the fans that I've ever seen, even more than the season 4 finale where it went freaking Dragon Ball Z on us. Yeah, and I found it funny how a lot of reviewers are like, that was pointless. I'm like, dude, that was awesome. What are you talking about? It's like, no, you have your opinions. If you didn't like that season 4 ending, it's up to you. I really did like it. I enjoyed it. I found that Dragon Ball Z scene not pointless. I found it pretty fun. But back to this episode. What do I say about this episode? I could say that surprisingly, after for a while of me not watching My Little Pony because the episodes are going, I come back and I find this episode, and I have to say I really, really enjoyed it. It got me to even do this, where I originally thought I wasn't going to do reviews or reacts or anything for anything having to do with this show because it's so far in. But I really needed to talk about this episode, and I'm trying my hardest not to do a lot of well, let's just put it this way. I hope you've already watched this episode, and I hope that spoilers aren't going through this, as far as I know. Possible spoilers, I don't know. But I could say right now with great certainty that this episode is a must-watch. And if you are a Doctor Who fan, you're going to get a lot of those. If you've seen The Big Lebowski, you are going to understand the when they get to the bowling part. They bring back the Big Lebowski background character. Like I said, they're focusing on background characters in this episode. And that was like back in season 2, I think, was when the Cutie Mark Crusaders were trying to get their Cutie Mark in bowling. And they just showed up for a second in that episode, and that was it. And a lot of people noticed and got a good laugh out of that. The adults that are watching with their kids, or the adults that are like bronies like me that are watching, are going to understand that joke. Oh, that is a phone. I'll be right back. She currently is not. She left a while ago. No problem. And a phone call in the middle of me trying to talk about an episode of My Little Pony. The world told me no, but I still came back. Well, what was I talking about beforehand? Okay, so, yeah, this was, like I said before, this was a huge nod to the fans, the people that are coming into the episode being like, oh, this like the people that think about, oh, this show is not that good, it's real English. Man, if you watch my gaming channel, you know English is not my forte, even though that's my main language. The writing is well written. The animation, though sometimes choppy, so sometimes they get errors. It's Flash, you're gonna get something wrong. Um, but I could say they're very much improving. I honestly have used Flash before, and I know for a fact the thing is hard as hell to use. Though a lot of people go exceptionally well with it and do some amazing things, and I congratulate them on that. But as it stands, they're doing an exceptional job with this show. I have to say that, oh yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but there will be one scene in there that you're gonna be like, a aw moment, basically, and it'll be really entertaining for you. It's towards the end where the moral is going to be, and it's sort of a nod to the people that do like a certain race in the show. Oh, great! I'm basically giving it away. But as I'm standing right now, this is actually my favorite episode of the show, point blank. Kind of even more than the introduction of the original Derby. But, or maybe a close second, who knows. But as it stands right now, I have to say this one was a really good episode, and you should not skip it. If you haven't seen it, I'll try to send a link in the description for you guys to find it. It's going to be on YouTube. If there's none on YouTube, then sorry, I'm not going to put it in the description to go over to a different website. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with watching this episode. I couldn't contain the feels, man. I couldn't contain them. They're all, I was trying to hold them in my arms because I see so many things that I really enjoyed about this episode. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys whenever I get to actually make more videos for this channel. I really have a lot of other stuff. I'm actually working, if you guys remember a while ago, I was making an Odaka 7 funny thing, and I said I was making more, but I had to go on hiatus on that because I didn't have that good quality of the Odaka 7 videos for that. And I didn't have a good editing software, but now that I have Adobe Premiere Pro, I have a chance of actually making some good video for it, and I'm working on that. So yeah, expect more stuff in the future. Actually, I'm probably going to start doing some reactions kind of thing. Like I'm probably gonna do reacts, highlight things for new episodes of MLP that are going to come out. I'll make sure I have them as highlights instead of a full episode because I don't want any copyright that much on me. But yeah, I had an excellent time with this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you already seen it, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!